Hi guys, so today I'm filming a Get Ready With Me. I'm doing it with the new LORAC Pro 2. I finally got my hands on it. I've used it once, and that was just super quick. I didn't really play around with the colors, so I am going to do it for the first time on camera with you guys because that's always really fun. And I decided to do a Get Ready With Me instead of a tutorial because I am filming outside again, and my Get Ready With Me's are always really casual. There's always like background noise and just weird stuff going on. I'm watching American Horror Story, and this is just going to be like a casual Get Ready With Me. All I have on my face so far is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and first thing I'm going to do is spritz my face with Fix Plus from MAC. My skin has been really dry lately because I've been drinking a ton of coffee and not very much water, which is really bad. Prime with the LORAC Behind the Scenes primer. This isn't the one that came with the palette. I have 3 LORAC palettes, so I have 3. But that doesn't matter because if you get the palette, then you'll get this. I really do like this primer. I'm watching American Horror Story Coven because I started watching Freak Show, and I just didn't really like season 1 and season 2. I couldn't get into it, but that's probably because I'm a little bit biased because witches are like my favorite like paranormal thing, I guess would be the word. Because, you know, some people like vampires and some people like werewolves. Well, I really like werewolves too, but I love witches. You guys have heard of the books Wicked? Not the books Wicked with the Wizard of Oz sister, because there's those, but there's another Wicked book trilogy. It's called the Wicked series or the Wicked trilogy, I forgot. If you like witches, you should definitely read those books. I'll link them down below because they're so good, and if you like witches, then you'll really love those books. So, tiny bit of the Revlon Color Stay Concealer on my lids just so that the colors come out a little bit brighter. So really helps make your brow bone highlight a lot brighter. Use light brown mixed with nectar, and I'm using this Urban Decay brush that came with the Naked 2 palette. And I'm applying it with a bit of a lighter hand. Anything to the other side.
The cake's just an excuse. I saw you move.
I'm just doing rose and then dipping in chrome. Tap off the excess. Put that all over the lid.
Your immune system seems to be in some kind of free fall.
There's got to be something you can do.
I know how disappointing this must be.
Flat shader brush from Urban Decay, and I'm going to take this Hocus Pocus eyeshadow. It's a duochrome. I talked about it in my last favorites video. I will be doing a dramatic look with this, but I just recently discovered this. It looks really pretty on top of lighter metallic shadows because then you don't get quite as intense of the color, but it still has like a duochrome quality to it, and it just looks so pretty. By a little bit more on the outer corner. Just like building up intensity until I get it as dark as I want it.
Well done. Right, you know I can do that.
The Supreme on Coven makes me want to go paint my nails dark, which is exactly what I'm gonna do when I'm done filming this. So I'm going to take the double-ended brush from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to blend Hocus Pocus in with my crease. For highlight, I'm going to do Buff, and I'm taking it on this spot shader brush. This one's from e.l.f. And then with the transition shade. So for primer, I'm going to be using NYX Angel Veil. Again, I've been loving this stuff as well. I've been using this as primer of choice every time I do my makeup. Prior to this, I didn't really like primers at all. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me. I've only been using this for about a week or so, but I honestly think it's the best foundation I've ever used. But I've only been using it for a week, so I'm not gonna a week or two, so I'm not gonna like say too much about it. But I honestly think that I love this stuff. perfect shade match for my skin. It's very yellow and green. I didn't have to like put any food coloring in it or anything. It matches my face beautifully. I'm doing a little bit more full coverage today because we are about to go out, so I'm putting a little bit more foundation. And I'm using a beauty blender to buff it out. I need a new one because this happened. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind with Revlon Color Stay Concealer. It's good for like a full coverage concealer, like a lot of highlighting, heavy duty highlighting. That's what this stuff is good for. Or the thing I wanted to address is regarding my voiceovers. Like a lot of you, well, not a lot of you, but a couple of you, more than a few of you, have mentioned that you feel like in my voiceovers I'm not happy or like I sound annoyed. And the reason I delete those comments is because I feel like once somebody leaves a negative comment, then a million people jump on the train and then everybody is like saying I sound unhappy and everything like that, when that's not the case. It's just that voiceovers are like a very unnatural thing for me to do, and it's like not in the moment, so I can't like, it's hard for me to like get excited again. So I know that I come off really monotone, but I don't want you guys to think that it's because I'm annoyed or because I'm like forcing myself to do that video, because that's absolutely not the case 100% at all. I am gonna work on my voiceovers. Like I do plan on practicing my voiceovers, but for me to do a voiceover and like try to act more peppy isn't me, just because it's a different thing for me, and it's something that I need to get used to doing. As people, we all kind of like dip into different characters of ourselves. Like you're always the same person, but like you're a different character. Well, not character, but like you have like a different demeanor depending on like what you're doing, who you're around, your settings and things like that. And it's just like, for some reason when I'm doing a voiceover, I go into like my monotone, super chill demeanor. It's not that I'm annoyed, it's just and it's not that I'm annoyed, and it's not that I'm like uninterested. It's just that like I'm indifferent about it, because it's not a live video where I'm like talking to you myself. It's I feel like voiceovers are more instructional, kind of. I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the shade Medium Dark. And I'm going to be taking, of course, the e.l.f. complexion brush. Also, I'm just kind of setting the perimeter of my face with this, and a little bit on my nose, because I want to set my under eyes with a lighter powder. Powder, and it's in the shade Light. So I'm just going to tap some of that into the bottom. Also, I was convinced for some reason that Bare Minerals was gypping me, and that under that little plastic thing that's in the lid, that it was trapping all the minerals, and that there was going to be like a ton under there. That's not the case. There was no makeup under there, and I ruined my lid. It's a lot harder to do the like tap and buff now. I'm going to contour. I'm going to be using Hoola from Benefit and this angled brush. Contour my cheeks. I think. Okay, no. And I'm just gonna contour down the sides, a little bit on the tip. I'm going to take Casino from NARS, which is my favorite bronzer in the whole entire world. And what I'm gonna do is just bronze, like more of an all-over bronzing.
She has no idea I came to see you.
Blush, I'm going to use this Real Technique setting brush. I'm going to take, this is the Galactic Blush in Madrid, a very beautiful mauve. It's also like super natural with my skin tone. And I'm not a huge blush fan. I've said that multiple times. So I just like to put like a tiny bit on. This is Opal from Becca, And I'm using a Real Techniques contour brush. And I'll just put that on the tops of my cheekbones. Oh shoot, I put a little bit too much. I'm gonna go nose, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the chin. For some reason, because of the way the camera's angled, it looks like this cheek is way darker than the other one, when honestly I've also really been loving my Revlon Brow Fantasy and just filling my brows in with the gel side because it's so much quicker. My Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I think I'm gonna
Please, don't let him take me.
take this right here, and I'm just going to do that on my, lower lash line.
Do you think I'd not approve? I certainly hope. My sweet baby.
For mascara, I'm going to use Maybelline Falsies Flared. And then on top, I'm going to layer some of the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Intensa. The L'Oreal mascaras have the longest names ever. Alright, so the guy underneath me was yelling, and you guys couldn't hear me when I was talking, but I lined my lips with Tawny from Jordana. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Social Eyes. These are from Chris Apukis, and these are the Vamp lashes. They're thinner in the front, and then they flare out to the back and get thicker. First, I'm just going to size it and make sure it's going to fit on my eye. Duo Dark Tone. Camera, but I did end up having to cut the lash. It was a little bit too long for my eye. And I have such tiny eyes. I'm going to start vlogging again. I just wanted to take a break for a while, but I'm back at it. I'll start doing some more like follow me around vlog. This is Cinnamon from Maybelline. It's a nude. And I'm gonna gloss, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Angel Food Cake. I haven't worn this yet, so smells good. Alright, so I ended up really liking this look. It's kind of a mix of looks that I've been wearing, but I ended up really liking this a lot. And it's kind of like duochrome-y, smoky, lots of lashes. This is the look that I'm going to be wearing out tonight when we go out. I hope you guys liked this Get Ready With Me. If you did like it, then please give me a big thumbs up because that means a lot to me. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to come follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I should have all of this stuff down because I say it at the end of every video, but for some reason I am always like stumbling on my outro, but yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.